Hello, mature content tubers, and welcome to a new series. Also live streamed on Twitch if you want to catch it live with me and the Twitch chat. But you know the deal, we're playing a new game. So, as you can probably see, if I'd had the screen ready ahead of time, which I didn't, it was very professional of me. There you go, now you can see for real. We're playing The Witcher 2, which is not the newest game in the series, which I want to play really badly, but the one before it that I want to play for a recap. I have played this game before, and we'll be sort of speedling through it fairly quickly. Before we get anywhere in here, these videos will sometimes be rated mature, because there's going to be strong language, the occasional nudity type thing, and obviously violence and drugs and stuff. This game is rated M, so if you're not supposed to be watching a rated M game, if your parents are going to get mad or you don't want to see that kind of thing, there's your warning. It's not like Honey Pop, thank goodness, but, you know, you've been warned. So, that's the intro. We'll be playing on normal with a bunch of mods. So for the mod-interested types, a quick recap for mods. We have the complete equipment overhaul. Just Google these things if you want more information, but this sort of rebalances your armor and weapons. The dynamic HUD will affect your heads-up display, what you can see on screen. The mod compilation here, I believe, mostly adds a couple fixes. I think you automatically pick up loot. It's just a few things to make the game's play easier. Junk dismantling will let you break apart random loot and turn it into iron and nails and whatever, so you can craft cool stuff. The market price mod changes it so the Witcher 2 market ratio is the same as Witcher 1. 2 talents per level is more than normal, which means we'll get lots of free talents. It's going to be a little bit easier because of this, but I'll also be able to demonstrate more things that you normally wouldn't be able to see. I believe there's like 60 or 70 talents normally, and you can't even get half of them in the normal game. So we'll have more of them to play with. Weight Watchers removes some of the weight restrictions on some of the light items, so we don't have to worry about over-encumbrance as much. Less trips back to town, basically. And then the combat rebalance resets a bunch of the battle mechanics, sort of trying to keep it fair and fun. So there's your mods. I probably won't change any mods after that. Okay, without further ado, I want to get started here. I'm actually going to restart the game so you guys can see the intro video. Hopefully I don't get content ID matched for it, or else I'll have to cut that out. But Twitch will be able to see it. So just give me a second here. Launch The Witcher 2. I like showing off the intro video when I can. Launch The Witcher 2? Sometimes things aren't as smooth as you might hope when you're running live. Please launch The Witcher 2? Technical... Oh, we got it. Almost technical difficulties, but we made it. So, CD Projekt Red, that's the developers. It skipped the intro video. Oh well, maybe it plays it on New Game. Also, I guess I didn't really mention... I do want to show it. I hope it shows the video when you start a new game. This is The Witcher 2. The first Witcher is a good game, but it's getting a little bit old and dated at this point, so I'm not going to be replaying that. I'm sure you can find a Let's Play of someone who's done it, but the story for that will be mostly covered in the intro to this game anyway. Don't worry about it too much. I am actually loading a save from the first game. For those that are interested, it's the neutral path where the princess lives, and everything is pretty good. There are 3 different sort of good... there's 2 different factions in a neutral path you could take. There's a couple decisions on saving or killing people, and a lot of other adult stuff. This save should cover the fairly good path, although you pick the neutral side of things as far as humans versus non-humans and stuff like that. And we're going to skip the tutorial. Difficulty, we're going to start on normal, and if things are way too easy, we will go on hard, and if things are still easy, we'll go to dark, but I doubt it. We're just going to start with normal. Schminchkin, yes, I believe part of that save is all. Yes. Blue, does your wife let you play this? Yeah, she'll watch. She enjoys it. Do I get the intro video here? I never remember. There's a cool video of a battle on a ship between a witcher and some sorcerers and stuff. I do want to show it off. Maybe I'll have to cut it out and splice it into the YouTube video later on. Or we'll figure it out here eventually. Also, there's a lot of lore to be had in this world. It's pretty awesome. There's like a series of books I have not read, but it's nice when there's lore. Okay, so that was the end of The Witcher 1. Nilfgaard and the battle at Brenna. Good times. Good times were had. Yeah, elves and dwarves are non-humans, and Scoia'tael, I never know how to say that one. Those guys are generally subspecies, like they're not treated well by humans. Do I have problems with the camera? We'll find out soon. At the very end of The Witcher 1, there's a little cutscene where Geralt kills an assassin. So, this is how it all sort of connects up. I said it right! Yes! The year, 1271. Looks like we're not going to see the cool video on the boat today. Maybe later. Meet the Witcher. He's had better days. Well, Blue Snake, we'll see soon enough how I handle it. There's been a lot of patches and a couple mods to try to help keep the interface smooth. So there's gonna be some timey-wimey stuff here. I'll try to try to keep you guys in the loop if you've never played this game.
I need you. Oh shit!
See, I warned you. Foul language.
20 orange to grand.
That's nothing.
Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there! Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing. Am I right, Master Geralt?
I think he chooses not to do anything, is the real answer.
Roll again! Why?
Also, guards are
dice didn't
always
roll.
jerks in these games. Always.
Calling me a cheat? Take it back. Look, he's awake again. Monster Slayer, my ass. A regular horson. I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them. Folks say they plough witches come the equinox.
Well, that might not be a lie.
That's how they get those spooky eyes.
That's probably a lie.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill.
He's got a really deadly looking mace on his side there, that guy. Wouldn't want to get smacked by that in the face. Don't worry about Geralt. He'll heal up pretty well.
I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
So, for the most part, the dialogue is going to be snarky or really snarky. Yeah, you know.
Walk around behind me if you want to shake.
How foolish of me. Ves!
Ah, this girl, I remember her. Everyone meet Vess. We got a couple pretty important characters here, so you guys should be paying attention to what these two are up to.
Geralt of Rivia.
So that was the nice option. If I selected the other dialogue option, it would have been a little bit
Introduce
ruder.
us.
No, thanks.
Bring something to drink. We can't sit here cotton-mouthed.
Sends the chick to get drinks. Good work.
You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others.
He's real good at
You're
beating.
a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow...
Yeah,
they'll
Spiller.
publicly gut you.
Long-term
skin you,
RPG. It's a
and
good
hang
time.
you.
Just like that. For nothing.
No.
You guys let me know if the audio balance is off too. I've
Downright
sort of winged it.
Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
Okay, so we've got like 3 sort of intro story things. We're gonna start sort of in order because playing them backwards would be even more confusing. Remember, we're 3 days after the assault, which is like here. So we're kind of going back in time to before
Just
the
so
story
we're
starts.
clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
Also, boobs incoming. So this is what he looks like normally when he hasn't been tortured for 3 days. Oh, and some butts as well. I'm sure you guys can handle it. Everyone's mature here, right? Red-headed sorceresses. Geralt's critical weakness.
Witcher, are you up? His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges,
Yada yada yada.
summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher,
Now, the guards tend to treat Geralt pretty poorly, but I think they would normally have some respect for the sorceresses. Because they're actually
Stupid war.
generally well
Could have been such a
respected.
beautiful morning.
A war
Generally.
can never be stupid when waged by your king.
Alright, well, I have some background information because I played the first game.
They've cleared the forests, they're pillaging nearby villages, and they'll soon be murdering each other en masse. Why? Because Foltest's having a spat with the mother of his bastard twins. This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Bastards or not, the children are still royal blood. The Lavalettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix is sufficient basis to vie for the crown.
Everyone in the
History has
chat
known
yawns.
stranger contenders.
Which doesn't change the fact that
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined, but they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the wild hunt again?
Thanks, chat. The Wild Hunt dream was the running through the forest thing. Alright, again, we'll try to go through these sort of in order. I think if they're orange, that's the progress the dialogue one, I believe.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon in the midst
Crazy
of civilization?
talk, right?
Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
You guys remember that
Nothing's
for
changed.
40 hours
You're
later.
right. It's probably not a dragon, although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
They're all progress. Well, it's different. Like, I could have skipped these, I think, by going to the orange icon. The orange text.
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs.
Which
What
path
arrived
I'm
in that
choosing? It's
cart?
complicated.
Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out.
Witchers have a bad enough rap
You
as
might
it
be a
is.
savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the cults they ride.
Okay, so we've learned that the assassin that tried to kill the king is probably a witcher, and that's bad news, because as far as we knew, we're kind of the last, or one of the very few last ones there are. And people tend to hate us, as you may have gathered from the
I
guards.
get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be
Yeah,
very
Witcher 1 started with you having total
Some
amnesia.
people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
Alright. I guess you could have seen them, but yeah, the orange one is your progress for sure.
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll
Yep.
join you later.
Alright. Let's see how that mouth sensitivity's doing here. That's probably reasonable. Alright. Let's search around for loot. We got some money. Okay. Yeah, you can come back and get more if you want.
I'll join you later.
Alright. So, yeah, let's do some quick saving and stuff like that. You can see the HUD mod is working because right now there's no health bar or anything. If I hold down this, we can see health, vigor, that's your toxicity. This is what sort of, just think of them as spells, although it's the same as mages. And we've got your silver sword for killing monsters, your long sword, which is iron or steel, I guess, for killing humans. If we meditate, you can actually do potion crafting and drinking. We'll figure this stuff out later on. We have our talent trees. We have to start on the training path, and then we can decide where to go from there. Hint, I like swords. You can meditate to let time pass, and then drink potions if you've got any. You can only have so many. Alright. There's your intro to meditation. So, also, there's a medallion that helps you find loot and other goodies. Like this. So, we will try to pick up stuff. I'm not exactly planning on 100%. But if 100% is possible, you know, not missing stuff, I'll try not to miss it. But, you know, I don't want to spend, like, a million years looking for every possible little thing. Unfortunately, there's a lot of, like, missable stuff if you don't do it all right at the right time. There you go, it's telling you about the Witcher's Medallion. It's also supposed to sort of shake if it senses magic, I think?
Good to see you.
Morning, Witcher. Those blades of yours should be useful today.
This is the enhanced edition with everything, I believe, Schmitchkin.
Foltest's would-be assassin. He said you'd ask around.
I put the word out. I did. It's a riddle wrapped inside a secret.
I thought you knew people who could help.
I can give you any cutthroat in Temeria. Problem is, your assassin came from elsewhere.
Sure.
Sure as you stand before me.
Does Foltest
Battle plans. What?
No, we're to mount an assault.
finally?
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on
I
those
already
walls.
missed stuff.
I did what you asked.
You killed the cockatrice. Wonderful. Tough job.
Routine Witcher's work.
I'll have your coin as soon as we finish off the lavalettes. I'll be generous, I promise.
Haha.
I'd like it beforehand. Promises made before battle are often hard to keep.
You can select it between reacting to secrets and monsters. Ah, that's cool. So I expect, although I don't remember, but this is probably a guy that you would have met in the first game that gave us a quest. And you had to kill a cockatrice, so there you go. Let's see, we also have our map. I always remember being confused by this place. There's a little point of no return somewhere that continues the story. I'm going to try to avoid that for a bit. Oh, the bush? Is that the bush you guys were talking about? Hopefully chat can help me out with some missing of stuff, so I don't miss too many things too badly.
Send the lavalettes. Oh, looky there, new boy. It's that Witcher. Geralt of Rivia ought to know about amulets.
I might know.
Sir, I have a question for you.
We know each other?
Don't recognise your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt.
It's up by the
After
tent.
the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle. Besides that, he don't do much save eat
I'll try to go
shit.
back, you guys.
Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here they call Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's apprenticing with us, like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now New Boy's gotten itself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake?
I think I'm going to turn down sound effects a little bit.
riled. But those are bygones, as I see it.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
We don't take a kind stance on that.
What rape?
You trapped Desperate. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
Yeah.
So you'd have
Yeah,
heard
Spiller,
this
I'll
old
turn it
rape.
down in a second.
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon. The sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize. And we argued, there was some commotion, a regular rumble in fact.
It doesn't sound me like me at all.
Hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. That dragon thrashed us so hard, we spent the next half year licking our wounds. You freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desperate?
Conifer.
Nice try.
So, willing to help some old friends, Witcher?
The fur part might be right. Alright, fine. Hold on, I can actually fix it here. No, I can't change it. Okay, well, we'll once we get on the dialogue, I will, lower the settings a little bit. What do you guys want?
Trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coin in point of fact. New Boy bet tonight that he'd survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honour's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
It needs to be louder.
The matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first.
Yeah, Sugneef, I know.
The going's liable to be hard. New Boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You might cast in an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you.
Let me see this bauble.
I will say the graphics are holding up pretty
I saw
well.
it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, New Boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
So let's dig for a little bit more information.
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. They were nice, smiling and all.
We don't wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho, ho, ho. But
Shut it! Boat.
These
One of these
guys.
rare moments of clairvoyance. Went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
who knows what goes on in that head of his. But every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, adders flying everywhere.
Those are the Scoia'tael, by the way. That's just their slang name by humans.
When a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees. We all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
So now we know that these are probably the scouts that told us about the dragons from Triss and everybody else. I'm gonna say it's probably bad. Because I kind of remember how this quest goes, and this is kind of the best for Geralt, sorry.
Who knows? Maybe the amulet is unlucky. Maybe it draws trouble. I doubt you left the shrine untouched. Then the Scoia'tael, the dragon.
I told you as much. We need to get the boys some plate.
Wait a minute. We owe the Witcher some thanks.
Sure do.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Fancy the amulet, Witcher? It might draw trouble. Be cursed in some way.
Yeah, it's totally cursed.
Sell it off.
That's what I told you.
I'll take it.
It's all yours.
Yoink!
You available for normal business still? Willing to hunt monsters?
Yeah, I'm willing. Why do you ask?
Well, 'cause we were out with those scouts that saw the dragon. No one believes us, but...
The sound in the assembly. That's us. We'll find you after the battle, Witcher.
Maybe.
Farewell.
Maybe. So there's some backstory for you guys. Let me lower the music a bit. No, not sound. Music. Yeah, music can always overload it a bit. As long as you guys can hear the dialogue, I thought the sound effects in the background, like the ballista, or not the ballista, the trebuchets and stuff was a bit loud. We'll see how this works. I think the voice volume used to be a bit louder than some of the others.
True. Overwhelming force. That's what we got.
Alright, so by the way, we do have inventory. I forgot to show this off earlier. Because we've imported a save, we actually start with probably slightly cooler stuff than normal, but let's see. We have a rune sword. Now, some of these are different than what I'm used to because of some of the mods, I think. So we've got a steel basically a steel longsword, but it's got a Mahakman rune seal, which I think is probably what gives it that chance of insta-kill. You also have a silver longsword, or silver sword, which does more damage, but I think, if I remember correctly, it actually does less damage to humans because they've got, like, armor and stuff. Silver is how you kill monsters, steel is how you kill humans, generally speaking. Oh, this is actually not equipped. Oh, that's right. Right. There you go. So we can switch back and forth, of course. It's slightly better than the steel longsword. There you go. Although it's less damage reduction on block, but yeah, that's fine. There you go. And what's really good about it, it has those 3 little slots beside it, so you can sort of gem it up. I remember that now. We do start with quite a lot of oils and stuff, so if you're going to be fighting arachnids, that'll help. This is good against just maximum damage. So you can see there's lots of difference. Oh no, arachnid is poison even. I have a lot to remember, a lot to learn. Some things are specific to different enemy types. Yeah, so if you know you're going to be fighting insects, put insectoid oil on your silver sword and bam. Yeah, totally good. Totally good. What else have we got? Potions. Let's see. Lapwing, less vitality, more burning, more bleeding, but you have more vigor. Vigor is like spell casting and blocking and dodging and stuff. So vigor is kind of like your stamina. We do have some traps. We've got some bombs. I'm sure one of the people in chat will be happy with that. We've already started picking up some random stuff. It feels like we must have carried over some of our ingredients from the first game. I think you have to sort of collect these up so you can actually craft all your different... like, you don't just come with the knowledge of how to craft all of your potions, so you have to figure that out. We did get the talisman, and as we predicted, it actually is sort of negatively enchanted. So we sort of helped him out by taking it off his hands. But we'll find another use for this later on, I'm pretty sure. Alright, and you can see we kind of have a encumbrance limit. These things have 0 weight, unlike normally where they have like 0.1 or 0.2. These things still weigh. So, you know, I still have to worry about our max encumbrance, but the mod just helps out with some of the stuff. Okay, so we've also been told that apparently I've already missed some bushes. Maybe up by the tent or something. Aha! This is probably one that chat's been telling me about. Gotta make sure we've got all the alchemy ingredients possible. Alright, so let's see. Talk to those guys, got that quest going. Let's see what's over here. Oh look, more lootsies.
Seen what they did to Jasper.
The way I see it, you'll never...
Iron ore and iron rings. Well, we'll pick all this stuff up. We'll talk about crafting eventually.
They'd be better off dead, the veggie.
With full test to victory!
Good. What is it?
Luckily, we don't have to talk to everybody. Enlist in the army! It's kind of funny to have at an army camp, but alright, we'll go with that.
You look sick. A foothold on the wall is all we need.
Any advice from a veteran?
Now you bloody well have. If it
My
ever
advice
happens again, I'll slaughter and cook you myself.
is to be careful.
Food eat that carcass.
I don't know, what kind of
They're
advice would I
using
actually
you
give
to
you
fatten
guys?
the pigs.
Don't get cocky. More loot. Red meteorite ore. Okay, I remember trying to capture all of this stuff. I think you need 3 of a kind to do the best. To get the best stuff. Loot and more loot.
Take the knights alive, a ransom.
Let me put a quick save here.
They'll be sitting down to the table.
Rippling hot air means you're in a place of power.
Fucking pounding the poop out of them.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
Laugh all you like. Come the assault, you'll be slipping on that shite.
Okay, we had a 5-minute buff. I don't even know what we got out of that. I didn't even see it. What did I get? I got something. I don't know what it was, though. I don't know if there's a way to tell easily. I'm curious, but I don't know where you can see. This is your status screen as well. It's probably in here somewhere. Maybe. It's hard to say. Maybe someone in chat can fill me in on what we just got. 5 minutes is something anyway. I didn't really see what it was. I'm sure it'll be worn off by the time we get anywhere useful.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
Overwhelming.
Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else up in that area. Using objects, yeah. Oh yeah, trebuchet, that's pretty fun, right? Okay, if I just press spacebar, I just instantly pick everything up. That's much better. Sounds like a normal Wednesday. Oh yeah. Some people in chat are talking about the previous Xenonauts recording. How's it going, Minute Mick?
Really as tough as they say.
Just a minute? Is that all? Alright, I know that there's a shoot the trebuchet sort of side quest. Or actually, shoot a ballista.
Fucking pounding the poop out of them.
Good work, trebuchets.
Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizima?
Pretty much me. Totally did that.
We'll skin them alive!
Okay, like I said, I don't want to progress the story. I think that's the progress the story direction, so we want to go this way to the side. Just general improvements to basic stats. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, we found like the training grounds. So, there's a trick to do this, and I'm probably going to get it wrong, but you can give yourself a permanent buff. I only remember a couple of these little rules, but if you destroy these training dummies and do everything perfectly right, you can get a permanent XP growth modifier. But you have to kill 10 of them, not just 5. Still, it's important to do this first time you see them. You guys suck. I'm way better at cutting down training dummies than you are. Look at me slicing these things up like nobody's
Your
business.
presence insults the gods. They'll turn away from us in battle.
Alright. We'll talk about combat more as I sort of remember how it works. We'll get there.
Any advice from a veteran?
Well, I showed you how to swing a sword. You guys just gotta pay attention.
Any advice from a veteran?
Seems like they all want advice.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
That's what I do. It's the name of the game. The name of the game is also finding all the loot. I promise I will drink some potions. Unlike many other games where I never drink potions ever, I promise to make a point of using them more regularly. Cough. Final Fantasy, never using them ever. Cough. Also, Might and Magic, all those other series where we never use them ever.
Cheer up, Witcher.
I like how all these guys have names, and I barely even notice them.
Speech, Witcher. Rouse the troops, so to speak.
Greetings. Can I interest you in a worthy cause? We could use your support.
What's the cause?
Veterans for former
filling
fighting
my
men
wallet.
of need.
Uh-huh. Found anyone gullible enough to fall for that?
There's nothing to fall
Good work,
for.
chat.
It's just
I
some
like it.
arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling.
Yeah, why? You put down some coin and we wrestle.
All right.
Win and the pot
Arm
is
wrestle
yours.
it is.
Lose and, well, the coin goes to the fund. Care to test your strength?
There's no way he could beat us. I don't remember how to play this at all. Okay, you just have to keep the little circle inside the bar. The bar gets smaller until it's smaller than the circle, but take that, sucker. Give me that money.
Well, that's some strength you've got in that.
Well, we
arm
are
of
kind of
yours.
superhumanly strong, so... Anyway, consider that one victory. And then we have the dice minigame, yes. Oh good, an iron band and some oil. Well... I wonder what's going on in that tent. Who wants to take a guess on what's happening in there right now? Let's just put a save down.
Greetings.
I haven't played dice poker in a while.
Ah, it's like walking. You don't forget how to do it unless you're drunk. Roll a few rounds with me.
You got it, buddy. Now, I seem to remember that there's kind of a trick to this one where you, like, win or lose the poker game, the poker dice game, and then you reload or something, and then the training dummies come back, and then you can kill 5 more of them, and then you get your experience bonus. But anyway, poker dice, you know, it's poker dice. So, you know, 1, 2, 6, 5, 2. We've almost got it straight, but not good enough, so we will re-roll the not 2s to try to get a 3 of a kind or something. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So he's got a pair of 3s, I've got a pair of 2s. He's currently going to win if we don't get something better. Sure. Come on, Lucky. If you roll them out of the... yeah, don't do that. It's bad news. If you roll them out, they're gone. So we ended up with just a pair of 2s. He ended up with a triple, 3 of a kind. Sucks to be me. Now, the reason I saved it was because I want to test out. One of the mods should have changed something here. I want to test it out now.
Greetings.
I haven't.
Roll.
I'm not a huge fan of the dice minigame, so I won't even really bet anything else. I just want to see if this works. I'm just gonna throw my dice on the ground. I don't have any dice at all. see if it works. How do we get a draw? That's not what I meant to do. I want them all off the... I think the way the mod is supposed to work, if I read it correctly, is you're just supposed to roll all of your dice off the table. And you should get an insta-win. But it doesn't seem to be working. Let's try. Maybe I get lucky. I did win, so there you go. It does work. So anytime you want to win a game of dice poker, I can just toss them off the table and just get an insta-win. I won't be intending to use this to win lots of money or anything. The thing is, if there's a quest that requires you beat someone, this makes it a lot less random.
Certainly haven't forgotten how to play.
Besides, 20 orans is really not going to change anything at all. Don't even worry about it. And, it even worked! So, we killed these things, and then we saved, and then we ended up reloading, and because I wanted to show off that. And they're back!
Your presence insults the
This is like literally the only trick I remember. So, I'm probably gonna miss everything else in the game,
They'll
but
turn away from us in battle. Your presence insults the gods. They'll turn away from us in
we'll
battle.
just slaughter these things one more time. We're gonna say thank you for reconstructing these things while we were playing poker. It is cheating, Spiller. I don't deny it. I just... The dice game is almost completely up to random luck. There's very, very little strategy other than get lucky, win, get unlucky, lose. Okay, so, if that worked, I'm not even 100% sure, but let's look at our character screen. If I did it right, and I think it's supposed to work, somewhere in here should be a plus 10% experience thing somewhere. Maybe it didn't work. Well, it says experience points received 1. That might be the same as plus 10%. I don't know. It may not work. It may have been patched out or something, for all I know. It doesn't matter. It isn't the best minigame in the world. At least the boxing and the wrestling minigames make a little bit more sense. Alright, let's
fucking pounding the pulp out of him.
They sure are, buddy.
You seek the king. He waits near the machine. No reason to go in here.
More looty loots. At least they sort of give you a warning that this is the quest progression area. You could probably get blessed by this guy if you wanted.
With Foltest to victory!
For the fury hits him and he hacks.
I think I want to make sure this extra shot works here. I'm pretty sure, unless I went the wrong way, there's a take a shot with the ballista thing. I think it's with the
beautiful
king.
day for battle. Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen, the emissary of peace that I am.
Lots of fun accents as well.
Hogwash! You're the emissary of the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. The Emperor of Nilfgaard, who spared no blood conquering over a dozen sovereign realms.
Thus bringing them laws, culture, and peace above all.
I seem to remember I didn't like Nilfgaard a whole lot, but we'll see how things go. Save down here again. Yeah, okay. Hey, King. Hey, Roche.
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist
We
you,
dallied
sire?
all night.
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Clever king.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
I don't think you'd see this guy if you didn't import your Witcher
Master
1 save.
Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served
Geralt
me at
is very
Brennan during
whispery.
our
I'm gonna have
foray
to
into
lower the music
Pontar
some more.
Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fight has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador. For your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to
Decurion.
dawdle.
Sounds pretty impressive. Alright, we are gonna shoot this ballista here. I seem to remember it's a bit finicky and you only get one shot.
Forgive my candor, Your Majesty, but I must ask...
Unless I already missed it.
What fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Alright,
Your Grace,
Foltest, you're doing okay. You're pretty cool.
But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Probably means mascot.
Thanks
I
to Geralt of
think
Rivia, my
there is a
daughter
better
Anne is
name
alive,
for it from Roman
and is now the wife of
army
Radovid of
composition.
Redania.
I see.
I fear you do not, Excellency. The Midget King merely awaits my demise.
Aw, Midget
I am
King.
certain King Radovid of Redania wishes Your Majesty a long and healthy life.
King Radovid of
That
Rodentia.
wasn't even amusing, Excellency. The old families will never accept a Redanian on my throne. Ada will have to content herself with Redania.
I understand. The issue of succession remains unresolved. Your Grace, I request your permission to retire.
Politics. Was anyone paying attention to that? I wasn't.
Black ones in my camp before a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
So, he is a king, so, as ever.
I couldn't have handled it better myself.
That's the truth.
I always knew you were one of us. And bugger what folks say. They talked about Ada no end. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
No, I didn't learn anything about the assassin. What are you talking about?
Nothing new, sire. A month's passed and we don't know any more than we knew when we began. This investigation's going nowhere.
My agents have learned little also. But we'll find the culprits. It's just a question of time. Now, for the battle. I want you at my side today. Then you may go where you please.
Thank you, sire.
Foltest seems all
Where are
right.
you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods count Echeverry! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months
Wonder if
ago
I can
you
pull
swore
this off.
eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
I have, like, no idea how you aim this. We'll see if I got it.
3 degrees.
This one is easy. Don't say that. That's not easy. I don't
Did we
know.
hit the bastard?
He ducked.
The problem is, I don't know what
Damn
you're
it.
supposed to click on.
We'll get him on the walls. Follow me, Witcher.
I'm gonna try again. Skip and try it. The thing, that's what always gets me, is you only get one chance. So I never learn how to use the ballista. Well, the game's not supposed to crash. Sorry, everybody. Something about that reload didn't work. So there's been a couple technical difficulties. I missed my ballista, I tried to reload. The game crashed. You know how it goes. Just don't crash while I load you again, please. We should be able to skip the dialogue, so we'll zip through this quick again.
Forgive my...
There might...
Your...
That
You
wasn't
put the area in the center of the cross over the wooden cover.
The old families will never accept a Redanian on my throne.
I understand.
Alright, I'll try to get it right
Black
this time.
ones in my camp.
We'll just stick with the same as last time.
Where are you aiming?
Okay, so it is the center, right? You put the area in the center of the cross over the wooden cover he could hide behind. I thought you just aimed it right at him, but I don't know. Or is it the, like that's I don't really know. All the wobbling.
3 degrees.
It feels like I clicked right on him, but I don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing. No. See, it's way too high. It's like I'm not. It's not shooting where I think it's shooting.
Bastard?
I'll try one more time. Hopefully, it won't crash again. He ducks, but it's like they didn't shoot it. Like if the way the video went with the ballista bolt flying way over the head, that didn't look like anywhere where I was clicking. So
Forgive...
I'll try one more time. If I miss it, then it's just not meant to be.
Black.
Nothing. Thank you, sire.
You have to shoot it at the wooden
Where are you
area
aiming,
he crouched
imbecile?
behind.
Soldier!
So I thought I was aiming it right at him. I have to aim it lower? Or to the left or to the right? That's what I don't understand. I'll give Chad a second to help out. I tried it, like what I'm trying to do is put this crosshairs on him. Do I put it to the left? Or do I put it below it? I'll give Chad a couple more seconds. Lower, alright. Well, I'll trust you guys and aim sort of at his knee.
3 degrees.
It still said 3, even though I clicked at his knee. Even lower than his... See, I didn't aim that high. Okay, one more time. I have to do this now. Chat thinks this one's easy, and I can't seem to figure it out. Everyone said even lower than that. Alright. The crosshairs must not work the way I think they work.
Forgive...
I am that. You have... Black...
We shall kill this guy. Or he shall kill us.
Nothing. Thank you.
Alright, so even lower, you say? Like, way lower? I don't even have the Witcher. So I aimed it, I thought I aimed it at his knees. I will now aim it, I don't know, maybe the second dot at his... No. See, because there's like that crosshair that is like on him right now. What about that crosshair? Maybe that's what they're using, because it seems like in the cutscene it shoots it way over his head. So let's try aiming it this way.
3 degrees.
It still says 3 degrees. I aimed it so much lower that time. And they still shoot way over his head. I must figure this out. I don't think I've ever hit him, because I've never learned how this ballista works. This is insane. Like, how low can you go?
Forgive...
I am that. You have it. Black one.
Yeah. Sure.
No.
Where are you?
Maybe it's bugged. Alright, I will... This is like as low as it'll go, basically. Unless I'm not aiming at him properly, like left and right.
3 degrees.
Maybe it's just not gonna work. This was at the bottom completely. What else could I possibly... Okay, well, maybe I'm misunderstanding it. Maybe I need to aim higher. Like I said, I really want to figure this out. I know the video's getting a little long for the YouTubes, but I must sort this out.
Forgive.
I know this one bugged me. I didn't reload it the first time I played it. I just missed, and I'm like, how are you supposed to even do this? You think it's the guy on the right, maybe instead? It said red plume, but I can't see plumes on either of them. Well, let's try the guy over here, maybe.
One and a half degrees.
Oh, it is left and right. It's not up and down. It's left and right. Okay, that looked pretty good. It was the other
Did we
guy.
hit the bastard?
He's down.
Good enough.
Ha! One less traitor.
I always thought it was the
Time to
vertical
attack.
height,
Follow
not
me,
the
Witcher.
horizontal direction. It had to be the guy on the right, Blue Snake, because I always aimed at the left guy and missed. This time I aimed at the right guy and it murderized him. Crazy. Anyway, good enough. Alright, now we gotta go keep the king from dying, I guess. First, though, we shall look for loot.
You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
It's kind of sounding Game of Thronesy.
You mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother. I'm lost. It's quite simple.
And now I just gotta edit that all out for YouTube, so it looks like I got on the first try, right?
Any demands I could not. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children, but they would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped, her motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
I don't think these politics are all that important. But maybe you guys should be listening to the king for later. It might be important, I don't know. I think Geralt just wants to get out of here, though. Oh, too bad for those guys. Pretty dead. Hey, look! Red plumes! I'm just gonna stand here. It's cool, right? Nah, let's not be totally injured. Alright, we'll be at his right hand. Bro fist! One torch is all it takes. They probably douse them with something that makes them a little bit harder to ignite.
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the...
There was a fire.
A bunch of lords and
But it didn't
lordlings
spread,
took a
right?
ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of
Hey,
service
it's better
taught
than
me
the
anything,
streets.
It's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.
Alright. YouTube, seeing as this is about an hour, this is about where we're going to break. We shall continue this in the next episode. Twitch, we will continue on as we continue on. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I will say this once and one time only. If you enjoy the series, YouTube specifically, or anyone on Twitch, I guess, for that matter, if you like watching it and you'd like other people, if you think other people should watch it, the whole like, subscribe, yada yada stuff does help boost it up in the YouTube ratings, so there's your reminder. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. See you guys next time.